This is Darin Ruf from the Giants, and you're listening to Jim on Base.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jim on Base show. For today's very special guest, we're here at Oracle Park in San Francisco with the great Darin Ruf. Darin, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to see you, and I know you were in New York, now you're back, and it must have felt good the other day. You got that big double. I thought it was going to be a home run for a second, so it must have felt good and like you never left.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was nice to, come back and, get that, the first hit and get that weight off your shoulders and just settle in.
Well, I am curious because you have two kids, right? You're married. When you go to New York, you're expecting to be there for a little bit of time. What's it like to move back so soon? Are you kind of doing a lot of work before and after games to get moved back to San Francisco?
I think that's kind of the misconception about, professional athletes. And, while some might make where they play their home, we don't. I know a lot of guys live in other areas. Yeah, like you said, I have a son and a daughter, and my son's in first grade, so he's in school right now. Can't leave till summer, so we try to figure out ways that we can see each other as much as possible while he gets to be in school as much as possible as well. So yeah, it was. I was just living in hotels in New York, and same here right now. So hopefully be able to get settled in at some point.
Yeah. Well, you're from Nebraska, right? So is that where your kids are at, or is that where you live in the off season?
Yes, yeah.
And you went to Creighton, right? And I think your sister went there too and played softball. So who's the better ball player?
Well, yeah, like you said, she had a really good career. It was fun to watch her. I was a senior when she was a freshman, so we got to overlap for a short amount of time. But she works really hard. Had a really, really nice career and is now a very successful nurse. So, nice. Yeah.
Well, what kind of music are you into? Because when I think of Nebraska, I always think of the Bruce Springsteen albums. So are you into Bruce at all? Or?
No, I enjoy country and some of the old school rap, kind of like I say old school, but it's like Eminem and Dr. Dre, those people.
So being from Nebraska, who are the teams and players that maybe you grew up watching? And doesn't have to just be baseball either.
Sure, yeah. Obviously the easy choice is like Nebraska sports. So it's, the university, at Lincoln. The football team is very popular. When I was coming up, middle school through high school, Nebraska baseball program was really solid. They made a few College World Series, I believe. We're in regionals, quite often. So, those are the kind of things I did around Omaha. But, professional sports-wise, you got Cubs, Royals, Cardinals, all within a pretty close-ish proximity. So, kind of followed those Midwest teams.
Are you into basketball at all? Because I saw some guys the other night watching the end of the Laker game.
Yeah. I enjoy basketball. I enjoy, when I'm back home in the off season, going to as many Creighton basketball games as possible. And they have a very, very successful basketball program, and made quite the run this year into the tournament, and hopefully continue to, sustain that level of play that they got to this year.
Well, you're kind of a big guy, so are you into other sports too, or is baseball kind of the main sport for you that you played?
In high school, I played football, baseball, and basketball. And yeah, growing up, always a 3-sport athlete. And it wasn't until college where I, just focused on baseball primarily.
So you're a family guy. You talk about kind of being away from your family when you're here. So I imagine you rely a lot on FaceTime and stuff like that. So what else do you do to get away from the game? Do you do much in the city or?
Yeah, obviously enjoy, trying out different restaurants, things like that. I enjoy things like golf and other things. I haven't been able to get out as much as I would have liked. Obviously, the baseball schedule is quite demanding when it comes to, playing every night and things like that. But, yeah, when you get a day game, you like to explore different restaurants in the area, grab a drink somewhere, things like that.
Well, have you played with, I've had Mike Yastrzemski on, Logan Webb. They sound like they're good golfers. Have you hit the course with them, or who's the best?
Yaz is really, really good. I would probably say he's one of the, and we had Kurt Casale on the team last year. He's really good. I think Yaz always kind of one-upped him a little bit, but yeah, I don't know if I've played with Webby recently, but yeah, those guys are solid golfers.
Well, Darin, it's fun to get to know you, meet you, and have you on the show, so thanks for some time.
Yeah, absolutely.